he's a genuine consider. I'm serious. I don't know why, but you got to consider him. I mean, he's got a defined role. He's cheap, clear midfield time. So I'm half thinking about it. Reef McGuinness, I don't know if he's best 22, and I think there's better options. Yeah, Zach Reed, definitely a good option. Jaden Short, yeah, I've mentioned him a couple of times. I don't see him quite at the top echelon, but he is a decent option, but not one that I've been too excited to do. But thank you, Chase. A couple others following it. Appreciate that. But yeah, we are rolling over to YouTube right about now. We've got a couple of comments coming through. So yeah, if you want to pop on there, feel free. I would put in Butters, mate. I would. Still, he left my side, I must admit. I've gone for... I upgraded him to Goulden. But, yeah, we might transfer over to YouTube now. So I appreciate all your comments, guys. I'll be trying to do a TikTok video every day. It's a yes from me about Berry there, Chase, definitely. But, yeah, feel free if you want to keep the party rolling, pop over to YouTube. And I'll do my best to get to all your comments. But, yeah, looking forward to footy season, guys. It's going to be exciting. So, yeah, I'll be back with a few videos pretty soon. See you later. What's going on, YouTube? How are we? Just had to... Now, what is going on here? Why can't I scroll? Oh, there we go. All righty. Baked in with the first comments on the... I'm not going to lie. I've got to zoom in on my comments here. I think Shorty needs to go and get some contacts. This has been a real eye-opener. The vision is poor. But Baked says, thoughts on wines. Let me know if I'm coming through all right on the audio too. Just give us a little audio check first. I'm scrolling to the bottom of the comments. Give us a little audio, would you? My thoughts on wines. Lovely. Thanks, G-Money. Cheers, Baked. Joshy boy, thank you. My thoughts on wines is I feel like he's nearly cooked. That's my thoughts. A little bit worried that he's well past his best. So that's sort of how I've seen it. But yeah, I think going back into the midfield could be really, really good for him. I just think it's Rosie's midfield and Butters' midfield and Horn Francis's midfield now. So I don't see him going back to those great, really good numbers he did, but he's a solid option. Just not one for me. How are you, Kanga? I'm going good. Thank you, mate. Josh, how are you? Flynn, Liver, a shout still? Definitely, mate. Definitely. A bit of a pod too, but he's super reliable, always consistent. Hey, Jackson, how are you, mate? Thanks for joining. Baz Lenker's in the house. What's going on, mate? Good to see you. Lovely seeing some familiar names. We love to see it. Every Wednesday we'll go live. So I always go live on TikTok around 7 o'clock. And then I reckon I was a bit late today. My lasagna took a little bit long to cook. But Josh is back again. Thoughts on trimming the mustache by 5 mils either side? Looks a bit long. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Looks like I'll just be feeling self-conscious for the rest of the week. But no, I'm happy to get some feedback on the mo. So what are we talking? You sort of want it sort of up around here, or are we talking? I'm open to feedback. Oh, boy, spooky mookie. Shorty, I hope you're doing well, and I wish the best for SuperCoach this year. Give us your number one pod this year. Oh, mate, good to see you, Spooky. My heart skips a beat when I see you, man. My number one pod this year is Carl Amon. Now, I reckon last time I checked, he was in 2% of teams, and I am a big, big fan. So there you go. G-Money, hey, Shorty, you find room for Jackson in your team? Big Shrek out. Yeah, I sure did. Langers sent me a message. He said, mate, Sean Darcy, going to miss some early parts of the season. And, yeah, that was the first thing I did. Got Luke Jackson in. Yeah, still on Libba there. Flynn, hopefully I answered that one earlier for you. Josh, this is my year. I'm winning the whole thing. Hey, Mason, how are you, mate? He's found it. We'll love to see it. G-Money, oh, how's the missus? Oh, look, I did see her last week, so that was good. Had a bit of a serious conversation about where things are at. So I think we're just going to play it cool for now. Shorty's not going to be too full on, but hopefully catch up with her over the weekend. Sam, Shorty, how much would you cost if you were in Supercoach? Oh, I reckon it'll be just just a 150k up and coming rookie, mate. A bit of potential, but don't know if you can bank on him just yet. So, but yeah, feel free to tell me how much I'd be worth. Jake, thoughts on Clary now? He's confirmed for round one. Nah, definitely not. Nah, we can wait on him. I mean, exciting that he's playing, good for Clary and everything, but no, I wouldn't be starting him. Such an interrupted preseason, it's like there's no need to rush. I mean, ideally he would start a bit slow and we can pick him up fairly soon for a bit cheaper. Um, One sec, guys. Alrighty, who we got? Oh, yep, just confirming. 12 hoops, you need a beard. You look like my Italian uncle. I know. Look, the beard has occasionally grown out, but I don't know. I've had mixed reviews. It's a new look for Shorty, but I don't know. I don't know. Look, for the moment, it's staying, but maybe I over the holidays I just whip the mustache off and get the beard going. I don't know. Cooper, would you put Wayne Miller up? No, 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 definitely not. So injury prone, not for me, mate. Brady, we getting any leagues this year, Shorty? Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. You know what? The loyal fans, they're on the live right now. Let's give them a league code, shall we? If you've already got in one of my leagues, stay back. But if you haven't got in one of my leagues, then this is the code you're looking for. 674033. So good luck. Hopefully you get into one of those leagues. Thanks, Brady. Theo, hey mate, hey Shorty, nice mustache, dude. Where can I send you my team? Hope you're well. Thank you, mate. Hope you're going all right. This is a tough one. Where do you send me the team? It's hard. Probably TikTok. I don't think you can actually send the pictures on TikTok. Look, if you got any questions, probably best to maybe list it out on a YouTube comment section or TikTok. I'm not huge on the rate my team thing. I find it hard to rate people's teams because I just try and change it to exactly what mine looks like. But if you do have a specific question about a couple of players or this or that, feel free to chuck it my way. But I don't really check the Facebook that much anymore. So not that much help to you there, am I, Theo? But if you do have any specific questions, feel free to chuck it. Or if you want to list any specific lines, I can assess your back line or something like that. Hopefully that helps, mate. 12 hoops. What do you think about the Cats' chances this year? They could finish fifth or they could finish 12th. And if I had to guess, I'd probably have us 8th or 9th. I don't think our midfield's going to stack up this year, but I'm optimistic. Amusement, dad mustache. What a mean lid that had. Oh, you're a funny man, Amusement. You're a funny man. Kanga, thoughts on Tom Powell? I think he's a bit down the pecking order in that North Melbourne midfield. I think there's better options in terms of our mid prices in the forward line, mate. Puffer Fish, g'day, Shorty. Is there another league code incoming tonight? Well, hopefully you got that one I just put through then. Didn't get a chance last week to join, but would love to. So I put the league code through before, and I can only assume it is nearly full. League codes 20 out of 20. So there you go. That went pretty damn quick. I try to reward those who jump on and listen to my videos. So I'm going to put one at the end of one of my videos soon. But then I will do a separate thing where I'll post a video with, I'm going to release a league code at this date, this time. So you can hopefully give everyone the best chance. But it'll be the most Shorty leagues I've done because previously the most amount of leagues you can be in is 10. Now we can do 20. So hopefully I can get most of you guys in. Flynn, thoughts on Fisher? If not, who to get? Fisher, I'm all about him. I'd liked him at certain stages through the preseason, But after what he did on the weekend, yeah, I think he's a lock, mate. Cooper, what about Nick Martin? Yeah, big fan. Big fan. Halfback, I watched him down at the Cattery on Friday night and he looks great. So he's locked into my side as well. G Money, do you believe the hype on Parrish? Got to say he's tempting. Oh, look, I think he's rock solid. I mean, the body is a bit iffy at times, but I think he's rock solid for a 110 average. I haven't been too excited about him, to be honest. I've preferred other options. But if you pick him and he stays fit, he won't let you down. He'll average between 107 and 112, and he'll be good. Josh Morgan, controversial call. Ryan over Dacos. That is controversial. It's a little silly, mate. I mean, I love and respect you, Josh, but you got to pick Dacos, I think. He is a generational player. Spooky, highly rate the stash. Call it. Jeez, this is why. This is why my heart skips a beat, man. Hey, Global, how are you, mate? Hope you're well. Whole ball, does opening round games count to the prizes? No. Oh, the price changes. No, it does. Or I think it does. So it doesn't count to your ranking or any score. But yeah, I think that will count to their rolling 3-game average. Might have to double check that, but I'm pretty sure it would. Connor says, questioning my sexuality right now. Oh, Connor, that's just a saucy comment, my friend. Lachlan says, must watch Supercoach team Richo tribute. I take it you got in the league, did you? Muhammad, is Luke Jackson worth replacing McRae? Absolutely, mate. In fact, I'd endorse that strongly. With Sean Darcy going down, he's a big lock. 12 hoops while this league filling up. Yeah, it doesn't take long, which is pretty nuts sometimes. Steve says, ranking in forward line. I did get tempted by this the other day. When I was a bit concerned about Flanders, I went straight on to KO, watched the first half of Adelaide versus West Coast just to get a feel on Rankin's position. I didn't fall in love with it. He did attend a lot more centre bounces, but I didn't fall in love with it. He's a quality player, and I think he could average in the 90s, which maybe is enough. But I'm happy to hold fire and just see it before I buy it. Not super keen on starting with him, but he's got a lot of upside, a lot of talent. Slim, hey champ, who do you think will be at the top of the list of most traded out after round 1? Oh, that's tough. There's always a popular player that goes down injured in the first couple of rounds, and you just hope that you somehow miss them. But most traded out, maybe those who start Taylor Adams. I could see him going down early. But yeah, that's a tough one. I think who's been a selection that I haven't really been enthused about. McRae, I feel like he won't be the player we hope he will be, or some hope. But yeah, we will have to wait and see. G Money says Billings or Fife. Definitely Fife for me. I mean, they both come with their risks. Clearly, Fife's body's super risky, but there's also a risk that Billings falls out of the best 22 or averages 71, which isn't too fantastic for us. I think the only risk with Fife is his body, because if he plays, he averages 95 plus. I'm happy to take that risk at that price. Flynn, thoughts on Merritt? Yeah, I mean, he's probably the best kick, one of the best kicks in the league, definitely the best kick in Essendon's side. He is going to probably get thrown around a little bit more. There's a bit of talk about him floating on the flanks to use his ball winning or ball usage skills a bit more. But yeah, I think a bit like Parrish, very reliable. The Hoops is back. Watch the Dons v Cats pracky game, and we may not get smacked by 10 goals this time. Yeah, Bombers man, are you? Yeah. Global, talk to me about Dempsey. Man, that fella can take a mark. The Dukes are strong. Yeah, I love him as an option for the Cats forward line. I don't think for your forward line. I don't know if that was a Supercoach related question or not, but don't even know what price he is. But yeah, he'll be on the fringe of our side, but he's got a lot of talent. And for the Cats' sake, I hope we see a fair bit of him this year. No worries, Puffer Fish, mate. Oh, he got in. Nice. Theo, my team. Oh, here we go. Dacos, Sheasel, Young, D'Ambrosio, Williams, Reid. Yeah, I'm not as in love with D'Ambrosio, but I can see the hype. But that's a solid backline there, mate. G-Money, how's the health, pal? Getting better? Yeah, thank you, mate. He's a beautiful man, G-Money. I am feeling better. I've Still the occasional drowsy day, but no, we are a bit on the mend now. So thanks for asking, mate. You're a good man. Heath there with a bit of a league code. Where are we? Sam Shorty, how many pingers would you need to take to Captain Jimmy Webster? Yeah, you'd probably have to take a few, I'm guessing, mate. You'd have to. Cooper says Aaron Norton. Nah, it's a no for me, mate. Exciting player, good forward, but no, not for Supercoach, mate. Theo's rolled through the midfield. Who we got there? Flanders in the midfield. That's interesting. Look, I must admit, I'm not as keen with Bonner. I'd prefer like a Dow or a Berry. That's the only change I'd make there. And Flanders, I feel like, I guess you can switch him, but I feel like he's only really valuable as a forward. I think there's better options at M3, but he's got Gorn and English in the rucks. I'd strongly endorse Grundy at the price, but just my opinion. Carter, who should I left to take out and bring in? I don't exactly know what you mean there, but you're just putting through your team, right? Very hard to assess teams because they come through a bit scattered on the thing, but not a big fan of D'Ambrosio. But the rest of that looks pretty good. Steele, I don't know if I'm 100% on him, but I can understand. Cooper says, what about Darcy Wilson? Yeah, he's in my side. He's on my bench at the moment. So, yeah, definitely a big fan. Oh, Josh Walker. Hello, he's in the house. Look, mate, buddy was at work till 5 o'clock, mate, on the phone. I saw the messages and I was like, shit, I better do that. Then I'll make him a lasagna for dinner, and it just all got away from me. So I will be making the league tonight, mate. I will once I'm done this. But yeah, you better hang in there longer than round 2 this time, mate. I reckon you bailed the ship pretty quick last year. But Cal, Shorty, how are we? I'm good, mate. How are you? What's going on? G Money, Adam's already injured, pal. Is he? I mean, I know he got injured, but didn't he? It was only a week or 2 thing, wasn't it? No, maybe I missed that. But and then Theo has his forward line. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Yeah, like I said, the only changes were probably Bonner and whoever else I said earlier. But yeah, that's a pretty good side, mate. Toby, Sardis and Laird, or Wardlaw and Took. Yeah, that's a tricky one. I'd probably go Wardlaw and Took, but Wardlaw didn't excite me too much. It's a tough one. I don't love Sardis and I don't love Wardlaw. I mean, I'd probably go Miller and Dow, to be honest. Amusement, frick, I'll come back in round 20 for dinner date. Can't believe there's so many intro. I know, mate, amusements. It's tough times, mate, but we'll get there. We'll get there. Thanks for everyone who's jumped on board. We got 50 watching at the moment, which I really appreciate. So, yeah, every Wednesday we'll go live. So, yeah, if you got any questions, feel free to chuck them my way. And, you know, there are quite a few coming through. So we'll do our best to get through it. But, yeah. Heath, McRae will be top 6 forward. Do you have any concerns that, you know, the position, the preseason? I mean, I probably can't argue too strongly against you, but there's a few question marks. Oh, fuck, that just moved all the way down. Something about Holmesy. Alex, Holmes, too risky. Yeah, too risky for Classic, mate. Not for me, but I think he's got a lot of upside. I wouldn't start him. Awkward price, no dual position. But, yeah, good one for your draft. Oscar, Shorty, thoughts on Newcomb over Martin as a pod? Look, I do like Newcomb a lot. I don't mind it as a pod, but I'm just such a big believer in Nick Martin. I think he's going to dominate. So I can see you thinking, but I would prefer Martin. Amusement says, I'm doing a course at the Suns and doing work experience with it. Going to be there for the Coriolis Cup. Yeah, I remember you saying that, mate. That's exciting. You'll have to let us know how it goes. Studio League code drop this stream. Well, I already did one, mate. So I hope you got in that, but I don't know if I think I might have been full by the time you got there. Cooper, what about Blake Acres? Not sure if that's a piss take or not, but no, not Blakey Acres for me. Doesn't really fit into any value or any keeper prospect. So, yeah, it's a no from me. Spooky Mookie, heard whispers Webster might be heading to the WWE. Thoughts on that? Well, the way he attacked Jai Simpkins' head, he's every chance, mate. But Lachlan, this year, after Richmond beating Geelong at the Cattery, it will be called the Knackery for Dead Cats. Oh, Lachlan, mate, you boys, you won't come close to us at Cardinia Park, mate. Just let's stop dreaming, all right? Mitch, Cam McKenzie, F4 thoughts. I think McKenzie's a little bit down the pecking order in the Hawks midfield. You've got Newcomb, you've got Warple, you've got Day when he comes back, you've got Huswaite who attended a lot of centre bounces, and you got Nash as well. So I don't think so. I think he needs more opportunity in there. Studi, my current primos are mid prices in the forward line. You got Flanders, Jackson, Fife, Billings, and Sexton. Yeah, nothing wrong with that, mate. I'd like to get Zach Fisher in there, but that's pretty good. I do like Huswaite hoops. Currently got him on my bench. Cooper's talking about Isaac Rankin. I'm not 100% sold. Very risky. A lot of upside. Bit of Steve Johnson vibes about it. I could see him really bursting out, but probably happy to wait a couple of rounds, see how he goes, get him before his price changes if he does explode. Carter, should I do Sarong and Green to Bont and Steele? I'd prefer Sarong and Green, to be honest. I like Green the most out of all those picks, and I'm not as in love with Jack Steele as I was a couple of weeks ago. Leon, thoughts on Butterick? Nah, it's a no from me. I haven't really understood there's like 6% who have owned him, and I haven't really understood. I mean, he's a defensive lockdown player, and he's not that cheap. So, no, it's a no from me. 12 says, or Hoops, I should say, who's your top 8 Premiers and Spooners prediction? Ooh, that's a tough one. Premiers, geez, that's tough. I feel like Sydney could really bounce back. Look, I'll say Carlton. Wooden Spoon, I still think will be West Coast. Top 8, no particular order. You got Brisbane. I'm just looking at the clubs now. Brisbane, Collingwood, Carlton. I think Geelong will sneak in there. Melbourne should still be in there. Port should play finals. Sydney and St Kilda. There you go. There's 8. I think the Giants will, maybe the Giants instead of the Cats. And I think Adelaide are a fair show. So you try putting 11 or 12 into 8. But yeah, I might do a predictions video. But yeah, off the top of my head, that's a rough idea. Fife is a must-have, Heath. I said it about a month ago that if he gets through what the fuck was that? Jesus, bro. There's a fucking cricket in my room, mate. Just bounced off. Holy shit, bro. Fuck me. What the fuck's going on, man? I'm just saying this fucking cricket. I don't know if you saw it. It's just bounced. I don't know where the fuck it was. It was in my bed. That's kind of concerning. Jesus Christ. I'm just gonna sit with the cricket for now. But if that thing touches me foot, I'm not going to be too happy about it. That's one of the weirder things that's happened on my life. But anyway, fucking hell. I was like, what the shit was that? Last night, right? I'm just about to go to bed. And this fucking huge fly is just in my room. I'm like, of all the fucking rooms you could be, can't you just piss off? And then it's literally flying around the room, looking like it's going to go outside my room, through my door, like 5 times, and it doesn't. So I just belted the prick with a pillow. It's probably looking like an absolute psycho, but these things, they had to be done. So I don't know if this cricket's going to survive the night, mate, but I'm not sleeping in here with him. But anyway, back to the questions. Leon also hits me with Butterick and Crouch or Stewart and Berry. That's a easy one for me there. Stewart and Berry. Daniel T, hey, mate. Hey, Shorty, any interest in Holmes for classic or draft? Or draft pick only? Nah, draft only for me. And I love him, but just doesn't really fit in value or awkwardly priced. So, yeah, I think just draft for me. G Money says, Pies just bought out a premiership monopoly if you are after a present for the missus. Get out of here, mate. Cal says, thoughts on Viney at 5.59, gone under the radar a fair bit, I reckon. No, he just doesn't have the ceiling, mate. Like, he's a great player and as reliable and honest as they come, but there are better options around that price. And I just don't think he can really go beyond sort of that 105. So it's a no from me. Boomer Star, thoughts on Jordan Dawson? Yeah, big fan. There's no reason to not pick him if you want to go someone slightly different. He's a good one. Mitch says, good sneaky picks for draft. Oh, probably someone like Carl Amon. Holmes, we've mentioned. I probably need a little bit more research time to think, but I mean, Dow, I think you could get, down the ranks, but yeah, I'd have to. Those pod ones are probably. I did a rankings sheet the other day that I would have to refer to, but yeah. Have you got a draft coming up, mate? I'm hopefully doing mine on. When am I doing mine? Sunday. All right, where are we? Chewbacca. Martin won't dominate with Merritt and Parrish there. Well, Martin's off half back, so I don't really see Merritt or Parrish impacting that. So I think you'd be right. He says with Bailey Smith out, McRae will average 105. Well, I don't know. They're putting Harms in there. Sanders will go in there. Look, I'm not doubting that he'll average well. I mean, he finds the ball wherever he plays, but I'm happy to just watch from afar early. Theo, Grundy in the ruck, then I chucked Ryan in the defence for D'Ambrosio. Yeah, good, mate, good. Do you have Sheasel? Did you have Sheasel? But yeah, I think Ryan's good. I think you did have Sheasel. Still doing league for 2023 league winners. I am, mate, I am. Do you still have me email? If you've got the email, you can flick me that and I'll give you the code, mate. But only for those who won. Don't everyone start emailing me. Sturdy, mate, the Mighty Tigers are taking over GMHBA. Oh, mate, come on. If the Tigers beat us at GMHBA, I will do a live session with the Richmond Guernsey on, mate. It's not happening. Cooper says Zach Bailey, good, exciting player, but no, not for me. Not for Classic. Not for Classic. I think there's better options. Just doesn't quite have that upside for me that we're looking for. Let me just get back to a cheeky message here. G Money, are we thinking McKercher just had a slow game, or is there too many roos taking points? Lock or can fade? No, he's a lock for me. I think he's shown enough, and he'll be right. I'm backing him in. I think he's still one of the better rookie options. That's for sure. GRB, please consider hitting the like. Thank you, Ed. Please do. Please give us a like, mate. If you haven't subscribed, please do. Tell your mates. We're certainly getting to the pointy end. I'm doing a few TikToks at the moment. I'm trying to get the YouTube videos probably every 3 days. I've got one coming out tomorrow. But yeah, the TikTok probably having daily videos just because they're so damn easy to do. But yeah, I appreciate all your supports. The YouTube live is definitely my favorite bit every week. So good stuff. Studi, St Kilda in the 8. Funny joke. No, I reckon they will be, mate. They were last year, and I think they're better. Carter, pick 4 of Green, Bont, Butters, Steele, Parrish, Goulden, Sarong. Definitely Green, Goulden, Bont, and Butters. That'd be my 4. Oh, this must be about the cricket. Shorty living in the hood. Donate to get Shorty out of the hood. Cricket's in the bed. Sounds like a usual weekend for me. Mate, I don't know where that thing came from. It's still there. Fuck me. Oh, no, it's not. Fuck, this thing's on the loose, bro. All right, I'm going in for a look. Oh, no. Fuck, it's escaped, man. It was in the corner of my room, and now it's not there. Fuck. This ain't good. This ain't ideal. All right. Looks like I've got a little bit of work to do after this live session. Fucking hell. Cooper, Zach Williams thoughts? Yeah, big fan. I mean, not an ideal preseason, but I think at that price, the reward could definitely outweigh the risk. So yeah, I'm picking him. Toby, what's the players you like at D5 and D6? I think Zach Williams at D5 should be everyone's D5, I reckon. And D6, I'm happy to run with a rookie, Gibcus, Reed. Jace Burgoyne, not getting much love, but I think Burgoyne is one that could be worth a shot as well. Theo says Rowell. Nah, not for me. I think I need to see it from Rowley. I mean, you've got Took, you've got Anderson, and even Flanders. So there's a lot of ball to be won in there. I'm just not sure who's going to really take full control. Rowell just has never been able to win enough of the uncontested pill. So yeah, it's a no. It's a no from me. Silly bird. Why nobody going Nick Larkey from North? We love him as a player, mate. Can kick a snag, but not for SuperCoach, unfortunately. GRB, chirp, chirp, chirp all night long. Mate, I don't know what's going on in the Shorty household. Emmett says, doggies for the flag. Man, I didn't even put him in my 8. Jeez. Scott Walker, I've just rewatched the cricket incident a couple of times. Can you see it? Can you see the cricket? Fucking hell. I don't know where it is. Like, how did it? I'm not kidding. It was like, I don't know if you can picture this, right? It was jumping like from fucking up here. So I don't know. My bed is a bit of a fucking mess. So either that thing's got an absolute knick-knack nui leap on him, or it was in my bed. So I don't know. And I don't know where it is now. So Studi, yeah, I'm a league winner and I'm not in a league yet. Oh shit, mate. That's not good, bro. Live session with the Richmond jersey on. Yeah, look, if you beat us down at GMHBA. And look, Studi, there should be a video on my actually, if you don't have my email, I'm not going to give that out just at the moment, but if you go and message Shorty SuperCoach on Facebook and have a screenshot of the win, and I'll believe you that you won, but just if you do, send it my way and I'll give you a league code, all right? Scotty Walker, go Tigers. Hurts me to even read that out, mate. But McCluggage, says Travis. Happy to just pass. I think McCluggage is almost that perennial between 100 and 105 guy. I think he's a solid option, but just not the absolute ceiling, and he doesn't represent value either. So it's no for me. Oh gosh, Baggers is in the house. Gee whiz, snorty mate, he says. Shorty turning into the Terminator. G Money, that cricket's going to go viral soon. Yeah, I am interested to watch back my reaction there. Leon, pick 2 out of Green, Libber, Butters, and Dawson. Well, Green, I love him, and I would go Butters as well. 12 hoops, never mind. Arnie couldn't win this time. Baggers, apologies, Shorty. All-conquering leader of SuperCoach. I was playing gold hit at 82. Was happy. It's good to see you, mate. It's good to see you. Studio, I remember when you did AFL Q&As with Tizio 100 back in the day. Yeah, mate. There was some crazy questions we got in that. The Q&A was pretty nuts, but it was a bit of fun. Theo. That's the team. Yeah, you sent that through before, I think, or is this the updated team? I reckon you sent that before, but 12 hoops. I guess this is movie 1, Shorty 0, cricket 1. Yeah, mate. I need to get on the board here. Cooper, would you put Paddy Cripps in? If not, who else? No, not for me. I think the days of Paddy being SuperCoach pick first is a no for me. Shoot us through a price, mate. I'll have a bit of a look on the price tag, but I mean, around that, I think is John Newcomb around that, Jack Steele, Tuke Miller. I'd have to have a look, but feel free to put through a couple of options or a price tag. GRB with big teeth. I can't remember what that's in relation to, but could be relation to me. But where is this one? Gumba. Oops. Hey, fella, just a quick thought on my forward line. Toby, Fisher, Jordan, Billings, Sextons, and Wilson. Yeah, I like it, mate. I would try and get Luke Jackson in there. I think he's an absolute lock. And I don't know if you just didn't put it in there, but Harley Reid as well definitely has to be in your side. Sean Manor, another good option too. Should play for the Cats, I reckon. Yeah, Theo's got Jackson in there. We like that. James, thoughts on Zach Fisher? Yeah, I think after that Pracky game, you got to pick him. I mean, he was rebounding really well, about 20 touches in the first half. So North are playing pretty aggressive off the back line, should find plenty of the ball. Randomness, thoughts on Libba? Yeah, look, he's a great pod. Not one that I'm picking, but really reliable. Tackles, clearances, he smashes it. So, yeah, good option. Ian, expecting a big year from Took. Yeah, I reckon. I think he'll be back to that 115 plus mark. I reckon. I agree. Baggers, Lord Haughty, I'm going to pick the trap. Soft Bonner. I reckon it's a trap too, mate, but I reckon you just wanted to throw that joke in there, mate. Theo, Cogs instead of Rowell? Oh, no, I don't think so. What's Rowell priced at? 570. Anyone like, honestly, John Newcomb at 550 would be my play. Do you like Jack Steele? Toby says, how many 150k plus players on the bench? Too much? I reckon you could have two. I reckon two. I don't think there's any in the back line that warrant it. And I don't reckon any in the forward line or the ruck. But I feel like, yeah, you could have a Huswaite or, yeah, maybe a couple in the back in the midfield. Yeah. Tom, g'day, Shorty. Thoughts on Max Holmes? Holmes is really creating a bit of a thought, isn't he? But no, I'm happy to just play with him in draft. Not as keen in classic. I just think awkward price. And while he did look great, I don't think he's a consistent player. And I love him, but I don't see him being consistent yet. So I hope he is, but at the moment, I'm probably not. Riley, Nick Martin or Matt Crouch? Definitely Nick Martin for me. Big fan. James says Berry or Thompson Dow. I'd go Dow just, but at the moment I have both. Travis, Klug goes big. Watch him contract year. Oh, contract year. Yeah, fair. Look, I don't know if it always works that way, but yeah, I don't see him having the same ceiling as others. Lachlan says you need to do a car trip and vid in Warrnambool. I might have to, mate. Get a few along, you reckon? If you get the word out there, mate, I'll come. I used to go to Warrnambool on the long weekend for tennis tournament, but not this year. Alex, need a defender under 500k. Already got Coleman. Thinking about Wanganeen Miller or Yo. Yeah, look, honestly, you chose the two players I would have. Yo, if you don't have that many other risks in your side, I'd go Yo. But I'm just trying to think if there's anyone else. I was looking through the mid prices last night because I was going through a similar thing. But the main ones were Yo and Wanganeen Miller, I think. Yeah. Baggers, I'm going Big Briggs. The C will be juicy. He has a missus named Lucy. A 188 will make mate stand up. It's a levitation relation, mate. Just pick Briggs. This man never ceases to disappoint with his comments. You just never know what he's going to come up with. Oh, Luke's here. What's going on, mate? Hey, Shorty, how are you? I'm pretty well, mate. How about yourself? What were your thoughts on Jai Simpkin and Jimmy Webster saga? Yeah, look, I'm just surprised that we still see it, to be honest, mate. I thought the days of seeing that sort of an incident were gone, and 7 weeks is fair enough. So, yeah, we just can't be having that in the game, mate. But I'm ready to start talking footy, though, now, man. We've heard so much about it. Gee whiz. Crazy, isn't it? Studi, I did actually message you on Facebook under John Creed. I didn't get a response, though. Did I message the right one? I'll double check, mate. I'll put my hand up. I don't check it all that often, but I'll check it tonight, mate. Yeah, apologies if I have not replied to you. Theo, Windsor or Dersma? I'd go Windsor, mate. I don't know. Both of them could be guns. Both could have inconsistent years. It's hard to tell, but I would go Windsor. Gumba, Danger thoughts what the Hoop's going to do in their guts. Oh, Dangerfield. Not for Supercoach Classic. I mean, I think he'll still be the main guy in the midfield, but the days of him dominating week in, week out, I don't think they're going to be anymore. So I think there's better options. He's coming to the end of his career, so there's every chance that those good games are filtered with some not as good games these days. But he did start to struggle with his body as well, so I'm happy to play elsewhere, but still be probably the most important player in the Cats midfield. Rough on Cripps, mate. Rough. No quiz tonight, mate. I thought pre-season there's probably a lot of questions, which there is. So I thought I'd just dedicate as much time as I can to the questions for Supercoach. But the quiz will be back after round 0, but or maybe after round 1. I'll see. But I reckon we'll try and go through to till about 9 o'clock tonight with your questions. So I'll do my best to get through them all, but hopefully I've answered most of them and we'll see how we go. Cooper says Paddy Cripps is 800K. Oh, you doing AFL fantasy? 800K, right. Pendles, Amon, and McCluggage. I'd go Amon out of those, but I think you'll have plenty of kicks off halfback, plenty of marks. So I think he's a good option with that halfback role. Alfie, Shorty, I was in the TikTok chat and I was able to get Gorn and Grundy in my rucks. Just nice, mate. Good stuff. Well, thanks for joining on the TikTok, mate. And I think that is a good option for your rucks there. Flag Pies, g'day, Shorty. What are your thoughts on Massimo D'Ambrosio, Thompson Dow, and Jack Billings as mid prices? I'm not as excited by D'Ambrosio. He's got some upside, but I think he'll play on a wing. I can see him having some days where he scores 54, others where he scores in the 90s. He's probably good for the price, but not one that I'm jumping at. I love Thompson Dow. I think he'll get a lot of opportunity in that midfield for the Tigers. And Billings, I can take him or leave him. He's been in and out of my side. I prefer mid prices of Jordan, Fife, and Fisher, but then Billings is your next best for the forward line mid prices. But not the best, certainly not the worst. Gumba says Nick Martin or a Duke Nuke. I would go Nick Martin, but it's a tough one to separate because I was diving deep into John Newcomb last night. I was looking into his stats, looking into breakouts, but I'm going Nick Martin over Newcomb. Baggers also get Luke Jackson. Sean the Horn has been poached. It's going to take time to regrow his wounded gazelle. In the words of Big Dave O'Adambra, the rhino has been wounded, surrounded by the pounders. Is that a direct quote? Is that a direct quote? You're a funny man, mate. Randomness. Ring a ding ding. Shorty's the king. Thank you, mate. Thank you. 12 hoops, mate. I've been having the same problem with flies in my house and secret strategy. You just need to hasta la vista, baby. Them easy dub, and it will get you on board. On the board. Yeah, mate. I need it. I honestly don't know where this prick is gone. Kind of got me worried. It's like when you're going to spray a spider or something. You go get the fly spray or whatever, and they're gone. You're like, fuck. But AFL gaming, thoughts on Luke Jackson? Yeah, absolute lock. Got to have him in the side now that Darcy's gone down, mate. He's lock. Crouch, lock, Clary, a cheeky pod. Jeez, I don't know about Clary. I wouldn't be starting him, but maybe at some stage. Hoodie T, I'm picking Whitfield, one of the best players to watch in his best, and it'll be fun to pick him one last time. Yeah, look, his back end of last year was insanely good, so I don't have the guts to quite do it, but I can see where you're coming from. Luke, also, how is Tizio 100 going? And it was an honour to meet you. Oh, thanks, mate. Tizio and Jeff Short and your sister at the Cats Pies V last year. Can't believe that it was almost a year ago. Oh, thanks, mate. It's very kind of you. Tice is going well. I saw him over the weekend, which is good. Going to watch the game on Friday night with him. So, no, pleasure to meet you too, mate. That was, really appreciated you saying g'day. Probably bump into you at the footy at some stage soon as well, I'd say, at a Cats game. Oh, where are we? GRB, Chapman, Walsh, and Butters all with injured emojis. They be right. Well, I think Butters should be right. Walsh is going to miss the first couple, and I don't know about Chapman. So, not too sure. I think I skipped a couple. Oh, I did skip quite a few. Baggers, I'm making up for lost time. Another statement. Yenchi, Shorty, my man, looking good, big fella. Any more league codes? I need to get in the action. I released one earlier today in the live. You're a funny man, Ian. I may do one. I'll see if I've got a spare one towards the end of this live, but let's see how I go. But I will release some anyway with more of a scheduled look towards it. That's harsh, Baggers. It's harsh. How many mid prices you got? Oh, Langers, Daddy Schmack. How you going? What's happening? Good on Webster. Oh, jeez, come on. Yenchi, thoughts on maths? Look, mate, I'm not currently watching it, but I have at times been a sucker for a maths watch. But yeah, not currently. Gumbo, why the Jackson love? Well, Sean Darcy's going to miss a period of time at the start of the season. So, and once Darcy goes down, who knows? He could be a long time before being back to the best 22. You just don't know. But that's why the love has come his way. Damien, thoughts on Connor Rosie? Low-key underrated selection. Port has a great fixture too. Yeah, he's a good option, mate. I prefer Butters. I don't know if Rosie has the 110 in him. I don't know. He could. But yeah, at this stage, not feeling like I need to go for him, but he is a quality player. Could really lift it up a gear too as a captain. Luke, I'm good. Shorty can't wait for the footy tomorrow. Jimmy Webster should not be doing that at all, let alone is a preseason game. Yeah, spot on, mate. And it will be sick to have the footy back. I'm really looking forward to it as well. Thoughts on Sam Walsh, says Cooper. Well, no, he's going to miss a couple of weeks. So, unfortunately, that back has flared up. So, it's a no from me. Flynn, Amon or Martin? I know you love Amon, and I might get him in. It's one of the two. What do you reckon? I do love Amon, but if I had to pick one, I would go Martin. I think he's just going to be a bit more reliable. So, yeah, it would be Martin. But, yeah, like you say, I do love them both. Bryce says, thoughts on Coleman? Only played an average Sydney side, but looked good. Yeah, I think he'll be good. Interesting he didn't take any kickouts. I thought that was interesting. But, yeah, I think he's one of the best mid-prices in the back line. He's been in and out of my side, currently out, but I am a big fan of him. So if you need to go with that structure, by all means. Baggers says, Shorty, I've gone cold on the Rivers. Can I still watch his missos TikToks? Maybe have to swing on the Oppo. Call me Crafty Kruger. Yeah, mate. Have you gone cold on him? Gee whiz. I guess Oliver back, maybe, but always watch her TikToks, mate. Always. Theo, Newcomb, Took, or Josh Dacos? I'll definitely rule out Dacos. But of those three, I'd go Took, then Newcomb, then Dacos. Damien, Nick Martin, or Jack Steele? Definitely Nick Martin for me. I've cooled a little bit on Steele. I've cooled off on him a bit. Fantasy can piss off, Baggers says. Cooper, would you add Horn Francis? Nah, not for me. I just don't think it's an awkward price. Pure midfield, so there's no dual position this year. I think there's other options that I prefer, but he could explode at any moment. I'm not ready to commit to it just yet. Luke, Shorty, can I DM you on TikTok about my team and who I should have in my side? I'm a bit unreliable on the message. It's probably easy to comment. But yeah, feel free to chuck it through tonight and I'll do my best. But yeah, I've had a few messages. It's really hard to get to everyone. And I find it difficult to get to some and not though. It's tricky. So yeah, probably comments or it's exactly why I do the live each week to hopefully get to all your questions. But yeah. Yanchi, any multis for tomorrow night cooked up, Shorty? I haven't yet, but I will. I definitely will, mate. Those cheeky little disposals markets, mate. I reckon I'll definitely be doing it. I think Baggers is pumping up. Yeah, he loves Nicky. He loves him. He loves him. Jonas, for people who like to buy absolute garbage, Carl Amon is a perfect for your side. Mate, I'm telling you, first 6 rounds, he's averaging 3 figures. Guarantee. Baz Linker, Shorty, do you have a group code? Now, I don't, but Is groups a thing? Because I've gone into leagues and I don't see where I can create a group. Am I going crazy, or let me know if I'm going crazy? Just let me know out there, can you? Um, Otherwise, yeah, I will. Bag it, shorty. Is this lady friend a beef rang day, a blonde or a? You're fucked, mate. She is blonde, mate, but you're a dangerous man. Gumba, yeah, group code, mate. Look, am I losing my mind, or how do you make a unlimited league? They replaced it. Oh, right. I'm with you. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I'm with you. Yep. 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 I was wondering what the hell was. Yeah. I was like, all right, cool. So this should be unlimited then. All right, cool. There you go. Thanks, guys. I genuinely wasn't sure. 692 um 182. There we go. Was your blonde previous on OnlyFans? You're a funny guy. You're a funny guy. Um, Now where were we on the comments? Scroll down. Where are we? Jonas, the buttery candy star. Mikaza, what's your thoughts on Heaney and Sam Berry? Love Sam Berry. I reckon he's a really good option. Heaney's just a tease, mate. I know he was in some centre bounces, but I'm one of the biggest Heaney lovers from way back. But nah, we can't pick him unless he really starts to show it consistently. It's a no from me. Luke, I'll probably see you at the Cats v Saints. Can't wait for the game. Yeah, absolutely, mate. I'll be there. It's going to be a ripper game, full stadium. Should I post on the talk team or YouTube? Oh, mate, do both, mate. But I'd love to see it on TikTok, mate. Jonas, Shorty is a Langers fanboy way to copy his mo. Yeah. I know, mate. I know. Inspired by the great man. Yanchi, what's the go with Supercoach this week? Is there no scores? Do these scores go into the price cycle? I believe they do go into the price cycle, but it doesn't go into like overall ranking or anything like that. Um, Players can score, which they will, obviously, but you can still select them. So it's a free hit. You get to have a look at them for free. We can see how Coleman goes. We can see how Flanders goes. But yeah, nothing's locked away. But I think it does go to their cycle. Hoodie says, thoughts on Took? Absolute lock, I think, mate. He looks great. Good preseason. Good pracky game. Lock him in. Mohammed, is Tom Emmett a pickup? I know he scored well last year, but no, I haven't really seen him doing too much through the preseason. To be fair, I haven't really looked too closely, but no, I don't see the need to pick him. Jonas, that's just hectic, man. GRB, 24 hours until footy. Yeah, how good, mate. How good. Mohammed, would you add Max Holmes? More for draft for me. I'm not so into him for classic. I love him and I'm a Cats fan, but I just don't. Something's saying no. I just feel like he'll be inconsistent. But yeah, it's a no from me. How are we going in the league? A few people getting involved. Let's have a look. This is loading well. Nice. We got 15 in there already. Lovely. Lovely. No, I'm not going Rivers, mate. I'm not going Rivers. That is quite a few mid prices though, mate. Gee whiz. Honestly, I think this year is the way to go with the mid prices. I'm happy to do it. I'm taking a few risks as well. Cooper, would you put Jordan Sweet as a ruck next to Jackson? Maybe at R3, but I probably think Naismith is the best R3. Sweet has some upside, but yeah, not my first option. Shorty head to head 150. Mate, you're on. You're on. Yeah, thank you, Jonas. Baslinka groups are just, yeah, okay, cool. We're all over it now. If you do want the league code, there you go. Lukey boy, so opening round zero doesn't matter for Supercoach, right? Should I have Jordan Sweet and Riley Bonner in my team? I don't think you need either. I'm not that keen on Bonner. I think there's better options. I can understand Sweet, I can understand, but I don't think they're must-haves. But yeah, round zero, it's a free hit for us to just have a look at it. So yeah. AFL Gaming, would you go Martin and Parrish in the same team? Yeah, you definitely could. I mean, one will play halfback, one will play in the middle, both proven scorers. So, yeah, I think so. Luke, I'll be sitting in the new Joel Selwood stand. Nice, mate. I've still got my seats over, where the Cat's Claws stand is. That's where I am. Jonas, Brisbane have Mo and the Fiddler. Do you rate Leicester and Kitty Coleman? I do rate Kitty Coleman, mate. I do. I think he's a nice rebounder, my guy. Baggers, the Tassie selector has returned and Sanders is a lock. Yeah, I know. You could just see it happening, couldn't you, mate? Hoodie, are you going to post a vid of when you are dropping league codes? Yeah, definitely, mate. Definitely. I'll do. I've been a little bit slow to it, but I definitely will. I'll do like a video where I'll release like 3 or 4 leagues and I'll give you the dates and the times just to give everyone an even shot. But yeah, if you've got in one league, then yeah, don't join the others. But yeah, I'll do that. Ethan says, is Elijah Sardis an option at all? He is. He's not one that I like as much as Fisher or Billings or Fife or Jordan. But yeah, he's an option, not one that I prefer compared to others, though. Baggy's going to post on the talk. Yeah, tag me, mate. Do it. What's your plan for opening round, says Hoops. Just honestly have a look at, the likes of Coleman and Flanders and see if I've missed anyone, any rookies, Sexton, just see how it's going. But I'll just treat it as like a research weekend and try to not have too many in the round zero teams because obviously they have those awkward buys. So, yeah, try and manage those buys if you can. But don't get me started on the buys. I fucking hate them. Jonas. Frag, oh my God, it's Shorty. I missed the sexy specimen. M1 in any Geelong pub. Oh, you're a good man, mate. It's good to see you. Bagger, Shorty takes a sniff and can't get... You guys are fucked, seriously. AFL Gaming says Dawson and Jeremy Sharp or Parrish and Huswaite. Parrish and Huswaite for me. I'm not as... That's sort of decided on the rookie, I think. Definitely much keener on Huswaite. Cooper says, what rucks did you put in your team? I've been Gordon Grundy all year, mate. I'm really keen on them. And Naismith at R3 now that Nankervis has gone down. Eno says, word Billings is a sub, Shorty. Get prepared. Good luck this year, mate. Yeah, good luck to you too, mate. Wouldn't that be a curveball? Man, we got buys. We got round zero. We got bloody subs that we don't find out until fucking God knows when. This year could be anything, man. Oh, Mitch Harden's in the house. What's going on, Shorty? Have you tried the new drink, Charlie Dixon cider? That's not bad, Mitch. That is not bad. Theo, Crisp or Crouch? I would go Crouch, mate. Not in love with either of them particularly, but I would go Crouch. Sam, back to Jimmy Webster. You didn't give me a number of pingers needed. I don't endorse overdosing, but one could only imagine double figures. Thanks for everyone who's been involved tonight too. We got a few likes, we got a few viewers throughout the night. It's been a ripper. I'll go for what's the time? Probably about 9 o'clock. So yeah, we'll probably roll for another 15 or something, and then yeah, it's been fun. Baggers, no joke. We'll do 150 head to head. That's like quarter of me apprenticeship, mate. Oh, you've got a date tip. Okay. Hit me, mate. Hit me. Steve, Shorty, first live stream I've seen for the year. How is the side looking? How many Geelong rookies do you have? Oh, good to see you, mate. Thanks for jumping on board. I've got 2. Jai Clark and Sean Manor. So coming along all right. I'm happy with the team. It's probably a couple of positions I'm still umming and ahhing over, but overall feeling okay. How about yourself? Jonas, Shorty, are you a client of Joel Smith? This man's got that on his mind. Wine Screwed TV. Shorty, what round are we trading Goulden out? Fuck yeah, now. Now, someone tell me, right? People have been telling me Goulden's got these awkward buys. Can we start Goulden? because I want to, but then people are like, no, no, you can't do it. Luke Valla, thoughts on Jimmy Webster? Could be a nice Captain Loophole. Yeah, bloody oath he will be. Crazy Tree. Best 620k ish mid besides Goulden. Oh, I'm feeling Tommy Green. Tom Green or Zach Butters, I reckon. That'd be my go. I think they're roughly around that price. Yeah. Hoodie, who you got winning tomorrow? Oh, I've got the Swans, mate. Don't Melbourne, just don't know. And I do think Sydney will be back on the up, I think. But yeah, Swans for me. But the D's will be very interesting to see how they go this year with everything that's been going on. 12 hoops. Do you think Manor gets a game? I get the feeling he might be sub. I'd be keen as for him to play, but I get the bad feeling that Chris Scott just loves his old blokes. I hope not, but that's my gut feel. Baggers, it's March. The cold rolling in winter's about to bring. The footy's back. Time for the Blondie to hit the fuck it out. Shorty stands up. Hey, Blondie, I've got a pat. I want to meet you. I've got a pet even. He's not here. Is this your date tip? Fuck it out. Theo, who is D3 to D6? Mine is Williams, Gibcus, Zach Reed. Oh, if you've got those blokes on your field, I think that's a bit vulnerable on the field. At the moment, I've got Elliot Yeo, Zach Williams, and Josh Gibcus. You might be a little exposed with those rookies on the field. Cooper, did you put Sarong in your team? I haven't, but I do like him. He's definitely a good option, but no, he just hasn't found his way into the team just yet. Sam, thanks, Shorty. My son has just overdosed on double finger fingers with That's fucking good. That's good. Sorry, I'll expect a call from your lawyer. My deepest sympathies. Cooper, shit, I think I have a cricket in my room too, mate. I haven't heard this thing or seen this thing. Could be a sleepless night for Shorty. Where are we? Josh Martin, hey Shorty, thoughts on LDU, Zach Butters and Toby Green? Love Zach Butters. LDU made me nervous. I'm still backing him in to be a good pick this year, but I did get a bit nervous about him. And Toby Green, rock solid. Not one that I've thought about picking, but yeah, a star. Will average in the 90s, mid, high, low, not sure. Haven't thought about picking him, but a good player. McCuzzer just says pod. Well, Carl Amon would be my pod, but interested to hear your thoughts. Baggers and Jonas are just a dangerous combo. Jonas says start Gordon and trade him at his round 5 bye, trade back after his second bye at round 12. It's an interesting theory. Langers, James Jordan, M1 for Swans, baby. Yeah, I saw that. No one follower. That's a bit saucy, isn't it? James Kerr, what do you think, pod Connor Rosie? I don't mind it. I'm not sure if he's got that absolute 110 plus in him. I don't know. He might. He's a very good player, so he probably does. But at the moment, I haven't felt the need to go with him. But, yeah. Jonas says, got a pineapple on the Demons, 220. Yeah, look, I'm picking the Swans, but you just never know. Oh, thoughts on Libba as a pod, said McCuzzer. Yeah, look, he's a good option. Tackles hard, wins clearances, very good pod, pretty consistent. Is this the Langer from last year? Still want my boxing match, mate. Sure is, mate. Manor is old, so maybe you might get a game. Yeah, look, that you're right there, Hoops. That is a fair point. Steve says, I currently have Jai Clark and Oliver Dempsey. Is Shaw Manor a better option? Also, thoughts on Max Holmes. It's probably one to just wait on the teams, to be honest. If Manor is named, then he's the go, I reckon. Holmes, I'm more keen for draft. I just think he's a bit awkwardly placed in Classic, but definitely a big improver. And if the Cats are going to do anything this year, he needs to have a good year, that's for sure. Bag, I don't even know what Baggers is talking about here. Oh, it's a Shorty movie title. I think that's a work of art, mate. It's a work of art. 12 hoops. Hey, leave Reed alone. You saw what he did to Cameron and Hawkins. He's a gem. Come on, mate. He'll do a Zerk Thatcher on him soon enough. Harry, thoughts on Parrish? Yeah, good option. Racks it up plenty of times. He's very consistent. Slight knock on his body, but yeah, you can pick him and he'll average between 107, 112. Good option, I think. Flynn, what are your thoughts on Grundy? I think he's a lock, mate. Definite lock. He's been in my team the whole preseason. Number one ruck at the Swans. I think he'll be back. Jonas, shorty, if the rack is come on, you boys are trying to get me cancelled here. Hoodie, what are you expecting from Geelong this year, Shorty? They could do anything, but I think mid-table again. I think probably around that 8 to 10 mark. I'm hoping we improve, and I think it's possible to finish about 5th or 6th, but I've got concerns about our midfield, mate. That's where the concerns lie. Cooper, thanks, Shorty. My Supercoach team looks great. I'll see you next week and whenever you're on the TikTok live. Thank you, mate. No, I appreciate it. Thanks for your questions, man. We'll definitely chat another time. Steve says, thoughts on Riley Bonner? A bit of a tease for mine. I think he might be affected I think I just turned into a Kiwi. Affected. I think he'll be affected when Jack Sinclair comes back. I don't see him as a guy I want to pick. I think there's better options like Sam Berry, Thompson Dow. That's the way I'd sort of see it. Bag is putting Sheasel to win the Brownlow. Hello, or top 3. Jesus. How was the goal from the centre square from Callum Coleman-Jones? Yeah, that was nuts, wasn't it? It only bounced a couple of times too. Jonas, shorty showers in the dark and sleeps with the light on. Only half of those are true. I love a little dark shower, mate, but I might be sleeping with the light on at the moment if I don't find this cricket. Jason says, my mids, Bont, Goulden, Rosie, Parrish, Miller, Martin. Jeez, he's batting deep. I do like it. You could even drop one of those because there's a lot of options. There's Berry, Dow, McKercher, Sanders, Huswaite. So you could drop one down if you needed to open up some cash. Steve, will Peter Laddams for Swans be playing and taking ruck time from Grundy? Nah. Look, he may well play. I don't know. I can't remember looking at the teams, but he won't be taking any time from him. Let's have a look. Yeah, I can't even see him there. He's named emergency, so all good. I'd say Hayden McLean will be the one doing the backup ruck, mate. Baggers, is Bont and Clary the bag man to much feel? Oh, Jesus. We're bringing Taron Thomas into it now. That's dangerous. Baggers, love. Hey, Nicky, that midfield, fantastic. Don't touch it. Carl's in the house. Short Dog Millionaire. Bruce Reid areas. Rate that highly. Thanks, mate. How are you? I hope you've been well. It's a good title, Baggers. It's a good title. Jonas, Shorty, Supercoach with DR, Dirty Ryan, will be over with as soon as he gets within punching distance of Peanut Laddams. Yeah. Hoping I've just got in a league with DR, so hopefully team up with him at some stage this year. Carl, Lukey Jackson, Shorty, are you all aboard or is it a strong wait and see? How many weeks without Darcy does he need to be viable? No, I'm on board, mate. I'm on board. I think, ideally we get like 6 weeks without Darcy, but I think the fact that he's going to miss early periods of the year, I think we just play Jackson and go from there. Darcy can turn a 2-week injury into 6 pretty easy. He's not exactly Mr. Recovery. So I think it's a good chance that Jackson has a good run at it. And even when Darcy comes back, if Jackson's in great form, he could make it just too damn good to not have him at least at 60% ruck. And even on his sharing duties with Darcy, he did average 87. So natural improvement. I reckon Jackson can still average around 90, even with Darcy, which wouldn't be anything to sneeze at. Luke, so can you see your seats on TV? Not sure exactly where they are. Also, who wins tomorrow night? Not quite. I think we're about 6 rows back. So sometimes, but not super well. I think Sydney will win tomorrow night, mate. Collabs with George soon, says Hoodie. Yeah, I wouldn't mind that. We did once a couple of years back, but yeah, be more than happy to tee him up. I might have to shoot a message out. Luke, and I want to meet up at quarter time with the Cats and Saints, if that's okay. Maybe at halftime. I find it's so hard at quarter time. It's such a small amount of time. But if you want to wander over towards my way, or I normally go and get a couple of jam donuts at the Cardinia pool end of the ground, so that might be the play. Thoughts on Supercoach Masters, says Baggers. He was bullying Crouch and Couch. I think I'll find their recording studio and realise a Webster type of work on them. Yeah, they're a bit of a newcomer to the Supercoach world, aren't they? I haven't seen too much of them, but they do post quite a bit. Carl, Zach Fisher and Sheasel. Do you believe in Zed Fish? I do. Does he cut Sheasel's lunch? So to the extent that Shees is a non-starter or enough chips for the Seagulls down back? No, it's a good question. But no, I think there's enough chips, mate. I think Sheasel's just too damn good to not average good numbers. I think Fisher, the way North are playing, high handball game, high pace, I reckon there's plenty to work with. Quacks 101. Hey, Shorty man. Oh, geez. Hey, mate. How are you? Jonas, Shorty, you can't see in Supercoach anymore. Yeah, no, mate. He's done and dusted. GRB says Sheldrick. Well, he was named emergency, I think. Yeah, first emergency. So that's, rules him out, doesn't it? Carl, if you were picking one Gold Coast Primo, Shorty, cut Price, Tuke Miller, or hold the faith with Flanders? Look, I think Miller's a go for sure. And I just want to see what Flanders does this weekend, to be honest. He did make me a little bit nervous. So Miller's a lock, though. Definitely a lock. Jonas. That's not a bad structure, actually, Bags. I think that's pretty solid. If you're fitting that many premiums in, you're done well. Steve, Elliot Yo or Kitty Coleman or both? Oh, something just says Yo, and I don't know why. The safer option is Coleman, and he's cheaper, but something says to go Yo. I don't know. Luke says, yeah, all good. Happy with meeting up at half time. Yeah, perfect, mate. Well, like I said, I'm normally floating around there with Dad. So hopefully I can catch up with you, mate. Carl, Darcy Parish, do you believe he has tidied up to the extent that he is selectable? I think so. Yeah, I think he's rock solid. He's not going to come out and average 115, but he's also not going to average 105. So I think he's just consistent. He'll be in that 108 to 112 range. So, yeah, I don't mind it. Jonas, quickie with Shorty at halftime. Carl, Ollie Wines over Crouch seems to have the clearer role. Yeah, I'm not in love with either of those guys. But, yeah, I would. I don't know. They feel like yesterday's hero, but I don't know. I'm not in love with either of them. Steve says, when you record your TikTok vids, can you record them on your phone camera and upload them on both TikTok and YouTube Shorts? Well, that's what I wanted to, but YouTube Shorts are only a minute. So unless they're under a minute, and most of my TikToks, unfortunately, go for about 1:20 to 2 minutes. So they don't come up as shorts unless that has changed in the last 3 or 4 months. But yeah, because I would like to. Because I do it on my phone, so it makes sense. Baggers, DP is a lock mate. He plays with Hey Nicky. Plus 20 beginning score for all players who are on the field with Hey Nicky. Yeah, I know it's a bugger, isn't it, Steve? It's no good. Carl says, Zach Williams, if he gets through round 0, are you on board? Or does the slow build-up worry you? No, I'm on board, mate. I mean, I've fallen into the Williams trap over the years, but no, I am on board. I think if he gets through fit, as you say, at that price, I think we just got to roll the dice on him. And if he goes down, he goes down. But he has huge upside at that price. Well, look, guys, we've been going a touch over an hour. Hits 9 o'clock. I reckon that might just about do me. A couple of hours of questions, and my voice is just about cooked, I think. And I've got a fucking cricket to find in my room. So, yeah, good point, Steve. Occasionally they're under a minute. In the season when I do my trades, that's always under a minute, and I upload that as a short. But yeah, I wish they'd change it. You'd think YouTube would want to compete with TikTok. So why wouldn't they at least make it 2 minutes? But anyway, where the fuck's this cricket, eh? How could the cricket have been there and then gone now, without me seeing it? Boys, I'm concerned, bro. How does the cricket just roll in and then roll out without me knowing? This is concerning, boys. Jonas, you fucking freak. Fucking hell. Jeez, I haven't looked under my bed for a while. That's pretty grim. All right, well, let's rock and roll, shall we? I'm gonna make myself a nice Milo and watch maybe AFL 360 or I might listen to radio. We'll see. But yeah, hard solo indeed, mate. Is your housemate going to start featuring? Yeah. She said she might roll in, but she didn't. But no, I think she'll feature at some stage for sure. All right, boys. I'll see you later. It's been a pleasure. I'm going to answer Josh's. He's come in late and he says he loved the content. So thoughts on Luke Ryan, 28, primed, doesn't have to play second tall, still has kickouts, and I have him instead of Stewart. He's a nice pod. Like, I would prefer Stewart, but yeah, he's perennially underrated and always doesn't get, like, he gets disrespected every year. He's very reliable. So I would prefer Stewart, but I think he's a very good option to average good numbers again. But good stuff, guys. Good stuff. See you, Vegas, Jonas. Good stuff, Carl. Appreciate all your comments. Every Wednesday, barring something unexpected, we'll be here going live. We'll start it on TikTok around 7 and we'll roll into YouTube, which is always the highlight of the SuperCoach week. So appreciate all your questions and good stuff. We'll be back with a few more videos in the coming days and trying to do a TikTok every day. So talk to you soon, all right? Thanks, guys.